Hi, everyone. My name is Katherine Roll. I'm a nutrition major, dietetics emphasis, and I'm a senior at the University of Arizona, graduating in May 2021. I'm based in Philadelphia, PA, so I'm a fully online student. And this presentation is part of a semester-long project for my community nutrition class targeted towards you, the Fit4Mom community. And this particular presentation is going to be about nutrition for preconception and pregnancy health. And I've heard that many of you are pregnant or maybe planning to become pregnant in the near future. So hopefully this is helpful for you. Our goals for this lesson are to help educate you, the Fit4Mom community, about how to have healthy nutrition before and throughout the prenatal period, increase intake of healthy foods to prevent deficiencies, as well as prevent obesity, and increase healthy outcomes of pregnancy for both fetal and maternal health. Before we begin, please go ahead and pause the video to take an anonymous pre-quiz for research purposes. And at the end, there will be an opportunity to take a post-quiz to test how much you learned after the presentation. Thank you so much for helping me with my semester-long project, and I hope you enjoy the content. So here's the outline of general topics we will cover. We're going to go over the background, why nutrition matters, pre-pregnancy nutrition care, nutrition for a healthy pregnancy. Then I'm going to share some additional resources, and there'll be opportunity to reach out to me for questions and feedback at the end. So just to give a bit of background, only 1/3 of women will gain the appropriate amount of weight during pregnancy. Another statistic is that 16% of pregnant women have iron deficiency. It is therefore important to realize that nutrition before, during, and after pregnancy can impact not only your own health, but also the child's health later in life, which is why learning about nutrition for this special time in life of having a baby is so important. So let's talk about pre-pregnancy nutrition. Going into your pregnancy, having a healthy BMI is very important in order to lower your risk for certain negative outcomes. A low BMI, which is less than 18.5 and categorized as underweight, increases risk of low birth weight. A very high or obese BMI greater than 30 increases the mom's risk of preeclampsia, gestational diabetes, and C-section. Therefore, the ideal BMI would be between 18.5 and 30. So being a little overweight is okay in terms of these risks. In order to achieve a healthy BMI, we recommend using a food groups approach of balancing your plate with fruits, vegetables, grains and starch, protein food, and dairy, along with occasional high fat and sugar foods in order to be healthy throughout life. A well-balanced diet is key. Always talk to your primary care doctor if you have any concerns about your weight or any supplements you are taking. The supplements aren't always regulated, and overdoing it can also lead to negative outcomes. Here are some nutrients to focus on before pregnancy in order to maintain adequate stores in your body, as well as during pregnancy. It's important to note that sometimes you will have increased needs for certain nutrients like protein during pregnancy. So first, vitamin A. This is important for fetal growth, reproduction, immunity, and vision. Some food sources include sweet potato, spinach, carrots, pumpkin, cantaloupe, pepper, and mango. With vitamin A, it's important to be careful with supplements because overdoing it can lead to negative outcomes. Now let's talk about vitamin D. It is vital for the bone health of the mother and the fetus, metabolism of calcium and phosphorus. You can get vitamin D from the sun, as well as fatty fish, egg yolks, beef liver, and fortified milk and orange juice. Also, essential fatty acids such as omega-3 and omega-6 are very important for visual cognitive development and motor activity. Some good sources of omega-3 and omega-6 are fatty fish, vegetable oil, walnuts, and flax. Note on fatty fish. It's important to avoid swordfish, mackerel, shark, cuttlefish, and tuna due to mercury levels. Note on supplements. Always look for a label, such as with the brand Nature Made, that is USP verified. The supplement industry is highly unregulated, so a USP sticker on a label means the supplement was verified by a third-party tester to ensure what it says on the bottle is actually there. Oftentimes, if a supplement is not USP verified, it can be inaccurate dosing as well as have additional ingredients not declared on the label, so it's always good to be careful. Let's continue with other nutrients to focus on. So folate. This is important for cell division, preventing neural tube defects. Some food sources are legumes, green leafy vegetables, citrus, juice, and enriched grains. Calcium. This is important for the bone health of the mother and fetus. Some sources include dairy, fortified non-dairy alternatives such as soy milk, fortified orange juice, tofu, salmon, fortified grains and cereals. Also, iodine is very important. It's important for thyroid function, preventing abortion, stillbirth, and mental retardation. Some sources include iodized salt in seafood. And it's important to note that things like pink Himalayan salt do not have iodine. So something to be mindful of during pregnancy is to use iodized salt. Iron. You will have higher needs during pregnancy. And it's important to be careful of anemia because anemia can lead to preterm birth and inauterine growth restriction, which is when the baby doesn't grow to the proper weight. Some sources include meat, legumes, dried fruit, dark leafy greens, eggs, and rich bread and cereal. Nutrition during pregnancy. It is important to recognize that during pregnancy, your nutrient needs are increased to support a healthy baby. For calories, the first trimester, there are no additional calories needed. And then there are 340 on average additional per day for the second trimester, and 452 calories on average additional per day in the third trimester. And it also depends on your starting body weight, but we'll get to that in the next slide. Food safety. During pregnancy, there's an increased risk for foodborne illness. It is important to avoid unpasteurized milk and cheese, raw cookie dough, raw fish and shellfish, unpasteurized juice, and undercooked foods during pregnancy. Other things to avoid are alcohol, smoking, and drugs. And it's always a good idea to talk to your doctor if you're unsure about what is safe or unsafe. So here's a neat chart of the weight distribution during pregnancy on the right-hand side of the slide. So on average, the baby will weigh about 7.5 pounds. The extra stored nutrients will weigh about 7 pounds. Extra blood will weigh 4 pounds. Other extra body fluids will weigh 4 pounds. Breast enlargement will weigh 2 pounds. Uterine enlargement, 2 pounds. Amniotic fluid, 2 pounds. And the placenta is about 1.5 pounds. As far as the recommended weight gain, the less you weigh, the more the recommendations for weight gain will be for a healthy pregnancy. In contrast, the more you weigh, the less the recommended weight gain for a healthy pregnancy. Here are some additional resources and fact sheets if you'd like to learn more about pregnancy, breastfeeding, or food safety. In conclusion, I hope you enjoyed the presentation and we'll take the post quiz to see how much you've learned. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out to me via email or on Instagram. My email is kroll02@email.arizona.edu. My IG handle is @healthyeahfoodscience. Happy to help clear up any nutrition questions since there is a lot of conflicting information out there. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.